Actually, I actually saw a few fireworks petitions. They've only just opened the petition site again. There was about 6 the other day, now there's about 16, which is not many. They're only actually approving maybe like 5 a day or something. I've got a couple submitted. It's a real pain to get the signatures. I was hoping that I'd get on the front page before they get too many get on there. I did see some petitions for firework regulations, and I'm like, well, a lot of people don't realise that our regulations for fireworks actually, we in Spain, they're totally different regulations, although maybe since the European Union, they might have changed. But when I went to Fuerteventura when I was younger, the fireworks there were absolutely amazing. Never seen anything like them because of our regulations even back then. So I don't think, there's no point making the fireworks less spectacular because then there's no point having them. They're rubbish. But I thought that's mainly what this was all about. It actually turns out that she's wanting to restrict them to like special occasions, like bonfire night or Christmas and New Year's, and not be set off at different times of year. I actually myself kind of think, when I hear fireworks and it's not a celebration, I do actually think it's a bit stupid, to be honest. Because it makes it less kind of exciting and to look forward to. There are lots of things that are more annoying than fireworks, like talking buses, the traffic all through the night time, 24-hour-a-day traffic now, all night, planes. A lot worse than fireworks, even not at time of year. But I still think it kind of spoils bonfire night when people have them all year round. I think they should make the regulations on them like they can have more powerful fireworks, but like restrict them to maybe like actually bonfire night itself, or the day before or the day after, depending if it's, if people can't do it on a weekend or whatever because of work or whatever. And like New Year's Eve, I think that it's something to look forward to and it makes it more exciting. Otherwise, it just becomes a bit boring. It's just like, it's nothing different. I don't think they need to make them any less noisy or powerful because there's no point. If they get any it's meant to be spectacular, right? So, that's what I think. But this petition's gone to number 10. Apparently she's got over 1 million signatures, but, I don't know if she's got as many signatures as Tony Blair's got, to remove his knighthood. But apparently it's close. So I don't know, really. I think it would be a bit upsetting and dire if they restricted them in the spectacularness. Because actually, it was like a once-in-a-lifetime experience to see those fireworks when I went to Fuerteventura. It was in like the harbour. And it was kind of like over water, like at the harbour on the island. And it was brilliant. And that, that was like, I went on holiday to see that. Why should you have to go overseas to see a decent firework display? You should be able to have that in England. Even if you have to get a license, if it's a big, if it's like, if the council do one, even, if the local council do a display that's really good and only they can get, regulations and so forth, that would be pretty cool. Even if it's that, for example, it could be up in North, it could be like, in the Lake District or by the lake, or it could be in Truro or something, or, in Newquay, or it could be, Clacton-on-Sea, wherever. But, that there's nothing wrong with that. To see them in this country, right, that would be brilliant. And no one has to have them on their person and carry them around. They do it in the back garden, But if the local council can get more powerful fireworks under a license for more people to go and see, that would be pretty cool. And, less powerful fireworks that you can have yourself. But I don't actually have a problem. It's actually something that I thought of, to be honest. I mean, it's meant to be like a celebration that you look forward to. I think it makes it less exciting if you're doing it all the year round. So I'm not that opposed to restricting it to certain dates. But what I've realised is that there are other things that are more annoying than fireworks all around the year. That just makes it, when you have fireworks, it just takes away the excitement. It takes away, it's not as exciting. This 24-hour traffic in cars all through the night, and even one of the companies that manufactures road grates, I think they started to make them rattle. The new grates for the road, unless someone's been messing around with them and it's a joke, they're all loose and they're just making really loud noises. I don't know if someone's loosening them up for a joke or whether they're just rubbish. But whatever company's been manufacturing them, they're making noise all over the place around here. And I think that someone's done something to the design specifications when they're making them. When they're made in a factory. I'm sure that someone's hacked it, and changed the size of the top plate or bottom plate by a millimetre or two, which would result in all of them being manufactured and distributed around the country being noisy and rattly. That itself could be a plot. If someone hacked the computer and changed the design of it by a few millimetres, so every single one that get made, and then they sent them around the whole country and no one realised or knew in the factory that's selling them to all the local councils around the country, what would the result of that be? Well, every single water oil cover and road grate would be making a noise, like rattling, right? And it would be noisy as hell. And that would annoy people and upset them. And then some people, if you're too busy, if you're so busy going out, coming home, then you're falling asleep and you're waking up, you ain't got time in the day. But some people who are just awake, enlightened people who are just just a minute, that grate's coming loose a bit, it's making a noise all the time. And then you realise, there's one down the road, I've realised that's noisy as well. Why are the grates suddenly all noisy now? Why is that? Has anyone noticed this? Well, if they're sat at home with the TV on full blast all the time, no. If they're, working all day and they come home and that time they go to bed and they're just zonked out of sleep, no. But for someone who's actually, noticed it and say, I never used to hear manhole covers rattling all the time. One or two, but not, everywhere I go. They're all rattling now. What would the result of that be? Well, firstly, it would annoy the hell out of people who did realise it. They'd have to be ringing the council all the time to come and fix it. They might actually end up selling more grates or have to replace them all. What you could do is you could say, right, instead of, you're doubling your money because all the grates that go out, right, and then they're rattling, and then that's annoying people. So firstly, you annoy loads of people. The council have to go out and fix them. And then gradually, as people realise what's going on, maybe then they have to change the design. And then they can sell more grates and fix them. So that could be what's happened. Would someone do that? Well, this is the thing. There are a lot of things that are happening in the world at the moment which you actually realise that we've been scammed or cheated or, all this food that they're doing that's not really any good for us, putting chemicals in it or extra things to make it taste nice and make you buy more of it, but it's not good for you, So why wouldn't they make the grates a bit rattly, just to piss everybody off, like they do on the motorway, that they're dropping the speed limit down when there's no in front of you, and then they say no, it's for air quality, and then you've got the speed camera guy who's got his speed gun out going, oh, it's for safety, to cut down accidents, we're not, oh no, it's all funded by the pool of money that we make from it going back in again, it's not paid for by the taxpayer. Well, we'll say, well, what about this air quality then? Where's the safety in that? Oh, well, it's not actually a safety aspect, is it? It's just air quality. So, there's no danger on the road, is there? But you're still finding people. Is that funded by the pool as well, This is it, But anyway, so I don't know what to think of this petition other than the fact that, you can't make fireworks. I don't know, it's all a bit of a hoo-ha, isn't it?